Nice having you with us.
Same here.
There has been, obviously the pandemic has made everybody relook at their business, and there has been waves of it. So each wave has come out with its new challenges. So if you could sort of briefly tell me what have you gone through, and also with the existing Omnicom wave, uh, what are the sort of challenges that has thrown in place?
The waves have done two things. On one hand, they have prepared most organizations quite well to to not to be ready for this uncertainty. The second is that they have reaffirmed that there is an uncertainty. The challenges that the world that we're living in will continue to have the challenges of disruption. Disruptions in supply chain, disruptions in availability of your human capital, disruptions in the way you can reach out to your customers, and interact with your customers, and changing a very, very dynamically changing consumer preference bucket. From that perspective, we as well as the broader industry has to be on a very sharp watch on picking on both customer trends as well as trends in the way how our workforces are feeling and dynamically responding to it.
How do you see the Indian business for you? And do you see that as a new area where you will find larger revenues coming in from India rather than, I mean, obviously you will have bigger revenues from everywhere, but I'm saying, the focus on India would be different for you.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I mean, India is is among the economies that we are heavily invested in, and we have a very strong positive outlook on that. Today, you say, yes, in certain parts of the forums, we'll always talk about, India as our largest employer base. You saw us make an announcement about our work that we're doing with, the digital initiative with Coal India, for example, a massive in transformation of, the largest coal miner in the world, and a transformation that is at the heart of digitizing, their business. You've seen announcements that we've made in the retail space. Our work with we work with Nestle, our work with Unilever or Hindustan Lever, our work with Shoppers Stop, all in the area of e-commerce transformation, all in the area of transforming the way they interact with their customers, they reach out to their customers, and heart of transforming their business. You've probably seen our announcements with the work that we've done with or doing rather with Bank of Baroda, with RBL, with various banks, all in the area of they drive using use of data and analytics to drive business performance, to uplift business performance. The role that we want to play is a very deep role in these transformations. So the industries that I've mentioned, and a few others, but we have a very clear focus on the industries that we want to operate in any economy that we operate, including India. And within that, we are again very careful about making sure that we are working with organizations or only organizations with whom we can have long-standing partnerships.
From a consultancy point of view, what are the areas do you think that transformationals are needed in India, where you are concentrating on, or where when you talk to industry, where they are looking at, and what is the kind of feedback that you are getting from the industry or what they want?
The way I would put it is India is very value sensitive, right? So it's more than the price that our client organizations want to track what is the value realization for the investments. I think organizations are willing to make the investments, and they are in the areas that we spoke about. They are in the areas of how to transform your customer interface, and make that more digital. How to transform your supply chains and make that more sustainable, more digital. How to transform the internal enterprise, to for it to allow digital collaboration, allow work from anywhere kind of work culture. So those are the areas where organizations are transforming. How to enable all of this through a much more data driven decision making. So how to enable that from a much more cloud native IT infrastructure. So these are all the three broad areas where I'm seeing organizations wanting to invest in. The key demand is, as I said, to make sure they're seeking to understand how value realization will happen.
Great. Wonderful talking to you.
Thank you. Same here.
Pleasure. Yeah.
Have a good one. Talk soon.
Thank you.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.